Hello everyone, Shroomraver here, and today I've got for you my team building analysis video thing for week 1 of Division 2 Season 4 of the Pokemon Premier League. Yes indeed, we are up this week, the first week, our comeback to the PPL, our first time in Division 2. We are going to be up against my very good friend Liam, aka Unlawful Exile. Here's links down in the description below, along with links to the PPL Discord, and of course those Teespring t-shirts and stuff that you can buy if you really want. I'm actually going to try and keep these videos a bit shorter than they have been in the past. So basically, Liam and West Shan United, his team: Heatran, Salamence, Starmie, Aromatisse, Gourgeist, Weavile, Seismitoad, Electivire, Hitmonlee and Regirock. It is a tough team, but I think with a little bit of tricksiness I can take him out. Yes, we're going Trixie week 1 this time. So you'll see my team is on the left of your screen from the off. So first up we have Spaceman the Mamoswine. This is a Lumberry Thick Fat set with max attack Jolly, with 236 in speed, 12 in HP, the rest split between the defences. Icicle Crash, Earthquake, Knockoff and Ice Shard. Now, Mamoswine destroys Liam's team, it completely runs through him. The only problem is that we don't really have the speed to do that on a consistent basis, but we're going to get to that in a little bit. Second up, we have Sadie the Mawile. This is an Ockerberry Intimidate set, max HP, 244 defense with that impish nature, 12 in speed, just to creep anything that might want to try and creep me. Ironhead, Play Rough, Stealth Rock and Super Fang. Mawile is going to be a big player in this game early on. It walls the hell out of quite a lot of Liam's team. You know, one of his biggest threats in the form of Weavile. Mawile is one of the best counters to it. Some forms of Salamence it can deal with as well. That's why I've got an Ockerberry on there just in case he doesn't want to go for Earthquake, because I know that Liam knows how well Mawile can take unstabbed Earthquakes. So, how are we going to solve the problem of speed on Mamoswine I mentioned earlier? Well, we're going to go with the third member of the team. That's going to be Ibra the Zapdos. It's a weird set. I'm sorry, my voice is really bad. I've got a bad cough once again. It's back again once again. This is the King Nappy of coughs. We've got a Lagging Tail Zapdos here with Roost, Thunderbolt, Agility and Baton Pass, and it's specially defensive, which would seem to be strange, but the thing is, I want to be passing speed into Mamoswine, and maybe something else. But I don't want Mamoswine to be taking the hit once it comes in. So the idea with Zapdos is it will tank any given hit from anything really, and it can set up an agility and then ideally take a hit and then pass into Mamoswine or something else to do some damage. So fourth up we have Neville the Vaporeon. This is a physically defensive set, but 180 into defense with that bold nature, 76 into speed. We've got a fair bit of speed in Vaporeon to creep Liam's slower members of the team, stuff like that Seismitoad we're creeping. And we've got Scald, Hidden Power Grass, Wish and Ice Beam. Now Vaporeon actually has a fairly good matchup against Liam's team, but I do want it to be defensive, as opposed to going crazy off the bat and going offensive Vaporeon. This should be able to take on pretty much all his defensive mons, is what I'm hoping for with Vaporeon. That's what it's there for. So fifth up we have Zangoose. The goose is loose! Hashtag the goose is loose. Zangoose with a Toxic Orb, Toxic Boost as you'd expect. It's max attack, it's 236 speed with a Jolly nature and 20 into HP. Facade, Quick Attack, Close Combat and Knockoff. Once again, much like Mamoswine, Zangoose tears through Liam's team, as indeed Zangoose does with a lot of teams. It doesn't need that much coverage this time. You know, the likes of Ice Punch for the Salamence, yeah, it would be nice, but Facade's doing enough anyway. So yeah, if I can get speed into Zangoose, Liam kind of dies. Is the thought there, because by the time, you know, I've baton passed into it, the beauty of baton passing with a lagging tail means that I can get Zangoose in. Not only will it not take damage, its Toxic Orb will activate instantly, which means, you know, Gourgeist, who might be able to take a hit, won't be able to burn it. Aromatisse isn't tanking any kind of hits. Everything's going down. Regirock won't be able to Thunder Wave it. I think Regirock gets that, so, you know, Zangoose could be a big player here. Final team member is going to be Stupid Bill the Necrozma. I agonised over this set quite a lot. I wanted Darkinium Z on it, I wanted Leftovers on it, I wanted it to be speedy, I wanted it, but I couldn't decide what to do. But after a little bit of chatting about it with some people, I've decided to go with a bulky offensive assault vest spread here with the Prism Armour. Psychic, Dark Pulse, Power Gem and Earthquake. We've got 244 HP, 236 special attack, Modest Nature, 12 into attack, 12 into speed, 4 special defense, EVs all over the place. I was originally trying to creep the Heatran, but I figure if it's Assault Vest I can take hits from the likes of Heatran, the potential Starmie, a special Electivire, and indeed, God forbid, a special Salamence. Even though I am adamant Earthquake is still doing more, especially to Heatran, than the Hidden Power Groundover will. So that's what we're going with on Necrozma. So that's the team. Basically, yeah, we're trying to pass into one of our big hitters, soak up hits with Vaporeon and Pulse Round wishes when we can. Mawile is there, very important job for Mawile to wall out some of his nasty physical attackers, and Necrozma can soak up 8 or 2 and dish out damage. As far as what I'm expecting Liam to bring goes, and I'm not going to do too many animations here, we're keeping these as short as possible. Looking at his team, the first thing I'm expecting is him to bring his Gourgeist. I'm expecting physically defensive. I'm expecting Yache Berry. He doesn't really have a choice. He kind of has to bring Gourgeist with the threat of my Terrakion, even though I'm not bringing it. Terrakion has a decent matchup, but I couldn't find room for it on this particular team. So I'm expecting Fizdef, Gourgeist, probably Yache to take a hit from Mamo and try and burn it back, which isn't going to work, of course, because I've got a Lumberry. Alongside that, I'm looking at Seismitoad, probably specially defensive in some way, shape or form. And probably a bulky Heatran of some description as well. One of those will be setting up hazards, I'm sure. On the offensive side, Starmie can put in a massive shift against me. I just need to keep the likes of Necrozma healthy, and probably even Vaporeon, who can take a Thunderbolt or 2. Well, it can't take 2. Well, it might be able to take 2. Who can really say in this day and age? But no, yeah, Starmie, I'm very much expecting him to bring. Salamence, I could very well see him bringing a Mixment set with Dragon Dance, probably Dragon Claw, Earthquake, and I would guess the Fire Blast for my Mawile, because he knows that Earthquake might not take it out, which is why I've got that Ockerberry on there. 6th Pokemon, Weavile, very much expecting Weavile. It's just, it can come to most matches. I'm sure he'll be bringing it to most of his matches. The others, I don't think he's going to want to bring Aromatisse this time. I think against my powerful Wall Breakers, it's just too passive, and he doesn't want to give me the opportunity to do any setup. Hitmonlee, I'm not sure, I don't think so. Regirock again, probably not, because it can't stand up to my physical attackers, even given how bulky it is. The Electivire, the Electivire is an interesting issue. I'm taking a bit of a gamble with this, because I don't think he will bring it, but if he does, I'm in trouble. Because as much as Electivire doesn't necessarily have the best matchup against my squad, it has a fantastic matchup against the specific team I'm bringing. Because if I don't get that agility baton pass off, nothing I have can outspeed it, and he can just probably bring 3 moves enough to take out the entirety of what I've got. And given that that's his special Z-move user, something like a dedicated electric terrain, Z-electric terrain set to boost his speed is not out of the question. And if he does bring that, I'm going to be in a lot of trouble, especially if he has Earthquake coverage for Mawile. So I'm kind of gambling that he won't bring it, because I just don't think he will. But if he does, we are kind of in the poop. So let's hope he doesn't. Yes, so just about 8 minutes, that's not bad. Yes, that's my team that I'm bringing against Liam, aka Unlawful Exile. That battle hopefully will be going up sometime tomorrow, so make sure you keep your eyes peeled for that. Of course, links to Liam in the description. Check out his team building analysis video. Check out his battle when it goes up. He just uploaded his team build. No, he hasn't uploaded his team build video yet. I think he's doing that. Is he doing that tomorrow? Yeah, I think he's uploading that tomorrow. So yeah, look out for those when they come out. He's pushing it a bit fine actually, if he wants to get the battle out on Wednesday. Well, that's his problem, not mine. But yes, his links in the description. Make sure you check them out along with the links to the PPL Discord chat and the Teespring campaign as well. But I'm getting out of here. I've rambled on for quite a while, so thank you all very much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed. Keep supporting Parasect Germain, guys. We are going for the top as ever, and we're getting back to D1, and we're going to start right now. But as I say, I'm going to get out of here. So my final thank you to you all for watching. And I guess with that, I'll see you next time. Laters.